Folks, have you ever felt burned out at work? Like
How I feel every day morning? Me at work. Just got home from long day. Tired. But alive. People call it being a rigid slave. But in China, there's a term that's even more telling.
I'm Marina. This is Spicy Mandarin Talks, your unconventional China guide.
So let's take a closer look at rigid slave inside China's office life. Usually in Chinese offices, people fit into two main roles, Malo and Niuma. Malo is derived from Cantonese pronunciation of monkey, 猴子. Malo is like office nobody, the quiet worker doing small tasks, not important enough to be remembered, but still part of team. Niuma means hardworking, patient worker who quietly carry heavy loads like cows and houses. But no matter if you are Malo or Niuma, we are all just rigid slaves. Beyond these two roles, there are some unique things about work life in China worth talking about. With global layoffs happening everywhere, finding a job has become even harder. As a result, a unique phenomenon has emerged. One of the most discussed topics is 996. But what is 996? 996 it means work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 day a week. It's not every company's schedule, but 996 stands for hard work and lots of overtime. When it comes to office life, there are a few interesting trends like 摸鱼. 摸鱼, 摸 means to catch, and 鱼 means fish. 摸鱼 refers to catching fish quietly. It describes the act of slacking off at work without any intention of being productive. Another term we use every day is 内卷. 内 means internal, 卷 means row. 内卷 refers to over-competition internally, like people overdoing things in the office, such as turning a simple report with a lot of charts and necessary details just to make it seem like they are working harder. The opposite of over-competition is lie flat, 躺平. 躺平, it means lying down, choosing to give up on the competition and stop trying so hard. In Chinese offices, there is a unique way to bring people together. We call it 拼单. 拼单 means group order. You put your order together with the others and boom, better price. Let's check out how prices change when you get a group order. A simple lunch, pork and sausage with rice. Original price is $4.29, and we can see the group order. $1.77. And here's the price of different items, coffee, a burger, and chicken rice. You always get a group price when you get a group order.
There are other kinds of group orders, such as the second coffee at half price. In China, even McFlurries are often half price for the second one. You don't need many people to group order. With just 2 people, you can start a group order and get the discount. Pindan is totally part of daily life.
It's not just about saving money. It's also a great way for coworkers to connect. When it comes to surviving the workdays, there are other key players in the office. Your work bestie.
In Chinese, we call it 上班搭子, 上班 work, 搭子 partner. So, how important a work bestie? Let's hear what Chinese people say. I'm either talking a lot or staying silent. It all depends on my work bestie. In Chinese, we say 我是喇叭还是哑巴，都取决于我的工作搭子。When my work bestie takes 2 days off, I go mute for these 2 days too. I always tell my work bestie before I even ask the boss for time off. Another topic about how painful is it when your work bestie quits? Let's see what Chinese people think. When my work bestie quits, it hurts me more than breaking up. Totally heartbreaking. Don't even mention quitting. Even when my work bestie takes a day off, work feels so done. I stayed up all night when I found out my work bestie was laid off. We even have a video tell the whole story. Guys, tell me in the comments, how do you usually get along with your work bestie day to day? And what's the office vibe like in your country? So no matter how busy you are, you can't go without your 上班搭子, the one who can read your face and just gets it. When the 996 grind hits hard, there's person you went to sneak a break with. In the crazy world of 996, whether you are just a Malo or Yoma, we are all in same boat. We just live. No matter you are slacking off, 摸鱼, over competition, 内卷, or lying flat, 躺平, your 上班搭子, work bestie, is the one you can't go without. Okay guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. You also can check the Chinese material in the video description, and see you next time.